Words cannot even describe how exhausted I am right now and how bad my head hurts. I seriously had class from 6:30 to 6:30 with lunch somewhere around noon. Today I taught choreography to Brett's a cappella choir. Then I taught his first period, his second period, his third period, and his fourth period because he was out with his daughter who had an ear infection. He needed to take her to the doctor. So I took over all of his classes. And then after lunch, I went over to the middle school to work with Leanne and just help her pick music and get everything sorted out. And then we went to our PLC, Professional Learning Community Group, and I tried to contribute to the discussion about learning targets, which I was so not in the mode of thinking for. And then I went to OSU at 3 and worked with Bella Voce until 4:15. And then at 4:30, I went to my grad class for 2 hours. So I just got home. I haven't been home since 6 o'clock this morning. And I am so worn out. Today was a good day. I had really good rehearsals. But I also am finding that I have to now deal with the non-music part of choir. After women's choir, 3 girls came up to me and said, "Miss Black, can we talk to you privately about something?" And first thing I think of is, oh my gosh, they're going to try and tattle on somebody. And one of the girls in particular I know has an issue with another girl in the choir, so I was like, okay. So we went into the office, Brett's office, and I left the door open, but I just brought them in there so that nobody else could hear the conversation. And I said to them, before you say anything, I want you to think about whether you are tattletaling on somebody or you reporting something because you're concerned about the whole choir. And of course they're like, oh, we're concerned about the whole choir. So then they proceeded to tell me that they thought 2 girls shouldn't sit next to each other, which was like, oh, I thought we weren't tattletaling. But they actually gave me some really good insight on things that I hadn't noticed, which kind of pisses me off that I keep finding out that all these kids have phones in class, and how do I not see that? I guess I'm gonna be, I don't know, they're all texting behind their music, which, did I do that in high school? Absolutely. And in college, and but the worst part is that I literally have not even picked up on it. That's what really irritates me, is that I didn't notice it. This girl's like, yeah, they text every day. This girl has her phone out. They're not even singing. They're not learning their part. And that was a little concerning, but what really, really, really concerned me the most that we're going to have to talk about tomorrow is because we're doing a song with solos in it, and I'm letting girls try the solo multiple times in class, lots of opportunities too. Apparently, there's been a lot of smack talking about the girls who have been trying the solo. I mean, there's been a different girl every day, because there's like 3/4 of the choir wants the solo. And oh man, they're gonna hate me when I pick somebody, because I can only pick 2 people. I didn't even think about that. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I found out today that apparently there's been a lot of smack talking and some laughing and some disrespectful remarks about the people who have been auditioning. Not auditioning, but trying it. That really makes me sad, because now I know that we have to have a talk. We have to have 2 talks tomorrow. The first talk is one about respect, and the fact that we respect people when they're singing in front of the class, and then just respecting each other and not talking and not touching each other. I guess one of the girls is, and I'm not surprised about this, but one of the girls is like just really touchy and it's just, so I'm respecting, the need to work and the rehearsal and the rehearsal process, in which really means you're respecting me, but also I'm looking for respect and cooperation, so respecting each other too. We have to talk about that, especially when girls are singing the solo. That really pisses me off. And then we also have to talk about leaving drama that happens elsewhere in the school at the door and not bringing it into the classroom, because I think I might have said this in one of my earlier videos, but I put them in a singing arrangement and a girl said, "Can we switch places because I can't sit next to her? We have a personal dispute." And then today she tried to tell me what the dispute was, and I was like, I don't want to know. It has nothing to do with choir. And so tomorrow I'm going to have to say, we leave all of that at the door. I don't care what happens when you walk out the door. I hope nothing bad happens. But that just makes me sad that we have to have this talk, because today was such an awesome rehearsal. Like, today they sang so well, and they took everything that I said and did it, and then they retained it when we put it back in context, and then they retained it even more when we did the whole song, and it was like they remembered all the little things they asked for. And so it's really frustrating. It was so frustrating to feel great about the rehearsal and then find out from girls that there's a lot of unhappiness in the choir, and a lot of just silly issues that shouldn't happen. But of course, it's freshman women, so I shouldn't be too surprised. I'm not discouraged, but it just makes me sad, because the music was going so well, and now this has to get in the way of that, and that bums me out. But as I told Brett today, it's such a real life situation. Freshman women are always going to be freshman women, and they're always going to be not sure about each other and stuff like that, and I guess they're always probably going to need constant reminders about things like we don't talk or laugh or do anything disrespectful when people are singing in front of the class. I just felt like I had I just felt like I had a lot more. I guess I had kind of a disillusionment of them, and now somebody told me what the reality is, and it makes me sad. But I hope that tomorrow we can have a chat and just knock that out of the park, and then be able to focus again on the music and working towards the expression. And we'll see. Kind of a weird day. It was a really busy day, like a real life big kid teacher day. So I guess it's time to go to bed at 7 o'clock. So I'll be back tomorrow.